Welcome to Money Chat Now. I am your host, Larry Steinhaus, and today is October 25th, 2021. Hey, just a reminder, if you like the show, hit the share button, hit the like button, and of course you can comment live during the show on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter, and I may even be able to respond to your comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the Money Chat Now page on Facebook. Once again, Money Chat Now is brought to you by Investor Schooling. You can attend a complimentary class this Thursday by going to investorschooling.com, and there you will learn about real estate investing and stock options investing from those who do it every day. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the market update. We're going to be talking about Tesla. We're going to be talking about Pinterest disinterest, the delaying of the mandate possibly, hyperinflation, Facebook's earnings, Mastercard crypto, Amazon's non-supply problems, and of course we're going to be going into the wrap-up. So let's talk a little bit about what happened today in the Dow and the other markets. So starting with the Dow was up 66 points today. That's pretty good, actually. Pretty good day. Also, the S&P broke records. By the way, the Dow broke records too. The S&P broke records. Nasdaq was up 135 points, which is also a beautiful play. So it's actually a nice day, not bad. By the way, the VIX is at 15.22. Now, for those of you who don't understand what the VIX is, it's basically, they call it the fear index. It's actually a kind of like the way the options play in the market. So they actually do a comparison. They do a ratio of how many puts and calls are in the market. And when the VIX is a high number, like 30 or 20 or 30, the market is really, really volatile. When the VIX is a low number, like, again, 15, it's actually not bad. So it's actually not bad that it's a 15. I like it. It's pretty good. All right, so it's up and away. I like it, but don't forget, November is coming. I've talked about this before. I think from about November 15th on, we're going to have a little bit of problems. So just keep it in mind. It may not be a great ending to the year, or at least from November 15th to the time where they decide on the debt ceiling, which is sometime in December, we're going to have a little bit of problems. So Tesla, wow. Tesla hit the 1 trillion market cap as its stock rode to 1,000 again on the news that Hertz was going to buy 100,000 Tesla cars on their fleet. Huh? What? Didn't Hertz go into bankruptcy about 2 years ago? Didn't they burn down one of their car parking lots? I don't know. This news isn't about Tesla, man. It's about Hertz. The company actually filed Chapter 11, and then shares of Hertz plummeted, reaching a low of 40 cents on May 26. 40 cents on May 26. That wasn't that long ago. But then an odd thing happened. The stock rallied to more than $6 on June 8th after retail investors poured in, expecting it to climb further. In a highly unusual move, Hertz attempted to capitalize on the spike and announced a plan to offer $500 million in stock, and so they basically would offer more stock at that price. And they basically said it probably will end up worthless. And this is crazy. And when a company is in bankruptcy, bondholders are the first in line to get paid, and shareholders are the last, and they would have had to pick from whatever might be left over. The deal was later canceled after the SEC criticized the offering, but now the stock is at 27, and they're buying 100,000 Teslas to rent them on a daily basis. Honestly, this is awesome news for the company, and don't you wish you would have bought some Hertz stock about a year and a half ago? Wow. Anyway, Tesla, on the other hand, continues to rock and roll as they are the go-to company for electric cars and electric car charging. I have to admit, Tesla's too high a price for me to invest, but it always amazes me every time it pops like this. It's just amazing to watch it go. Really cool stuff. All right. Let's talk a little bit about Pinterest disinterest. All right. I said it. I knew it. I told you. Last week, I told you about a rumor that PayPal wanted to buy Pinterest. I also said watch out, because this might just be a rumor or it might just fall apart. Well, guess what happened? They claim it fell apart. Actually, they earlier claimed it fell apart. Now they're actually saying it was a rumor, and I think it was just a rumor. Either way, the deal is off. This actually caused Pinterest stock to fall right back to where it was right before the rumor was announced last week, and Pinterest is sitting at around 51. And I'm going to tell you, I think it's a good play below 50, and once again get out of 55. And who knows, maybe PayPal really will buy it. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? But at this point, I think it's a great play. Get in below 50, get out about 55. And I'm going to be watching it. And for those of you who bought puts on Pinterest after my show last week, congratulations, because I called that one. I said it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Also, Of course, on the news, PayPal stock rose today as investors who thought the merger was a bad idea went back into PayPal. And PayPal rose 10 points today to about 250. So that was the side play, too, if you would have played that. All right, let's talk a little bit about vaccine mandates. So worried that our supreme leader, President Braindead, COVID vaccine mandates are going to be implemented for private companies, it could cause a mass exodus of employees. Yeah, of course. You know, people, they thought they lived in America, and now they're not going to be getting freedom anymore. Anyway, business groups are pleading with the White House to delay the rule until after the holiday season. Hey, businesses, stop pleading with the White House and saying, F you. Or just say, let's go, Brandon, and don't implement it yourself. Leave it alone. White House officials at the Office of Management and Budget held dozens of meetings with their labor unions industry, lobbyists, and private individuals last week as the administration conducts its final review of the mandate, the unconstitutional mandate, the everything that anti-American mandate, the President Braindead mandate. Just stay away from this. Anyway, it will require businesses with 100 or more employees to ensure they're vaccinated against COVID or tested weekly for the virus. It is estimated to cover roughly 2/3 of the private sector workforce. 2/3 of the workforce. We already have more than that actually vaccinated. Just leave us the hell alone. Anyway, it sounds like the Southwest Airlines employee actions last week are having an impact, and maybe the U.S. Constitution will actually have some say in the matter again as employees start to protest. Retailers are particularly concerned with the mandate because it could cause a bigger spike in resignations that would exacerbate staffing problems at businesses already short on people. 30% of workers said that they would leave their job rather than comply with a vaccine or testing mandate, according to a poll last month. I'll be honest, I would. I'd say F you. No way, I'm not getting it done. Anyway, with supply chain issues, healthcare workers quitting, and patriotic Constitution-believing Americans continuing the fight, maybe President Braindead will let this stupidity go. My speculative guess, check this out, is that Braindead will announce the following. We have had great success in getting most Americans vaccinated, and even if these selfish, unvaccinated people don't want to protect others, we believe that the percentage of responsible vaccinated people is enough to make less of a threat. So we're going to not implement a mandate, instead offer an incentive to those companies who force their people to be vaccinated. You heard it here, folks. Remember I said it. I don't do a really good Joe Biden because I can't be that stupid. I can't sound that stupid. But that's what he's going to say. Something like that. Let's go, Brandon. All right. Anyway, let's get back to this. One more quick thing. Let's talk a little bit about hyperinflation. So Twitter co-founder and crypto advocate Jack Dorsey tweeted the other day about hyperinflation. His tweet, hyperinflation is going to change everything. It's happening. Damn right it's happening. It's insane now. But here's how really weird it's going to get. Today I had to order a stove and refrigerator from one of my rental units. I normally would get both for about $1,200 for basic stainless steel units. It cost me $1,800 for the units that were basic, but I was glad that they had them in stock and could deliver them this week. That's what really made me not care. I just wanted to make sure I had them. Hyperinflation is actually going to be caused by the supply chain issues, chip shortages, and just plain supply and demand issues. I actually believe the next economic crash will be caused by cryptocurrencies, and the force believe that if you keep buying them, the price of these assets will keep going up. This is a basic Ponzi scheme because as long as someone's willing to pay more money than the next guy, the craziness will continue to rise. Hyperinflation will be the first step caused by people having more money than they would have imagined because of crypto investments, and then bam, it's going to come crashing down. Now, don't be discouraged from crypto because I'm buying it. By all means, get involved and just continue to take money off the table as the price of your crypto assets continue to rise. I currently own Shiba and Dogecoin, and I believe I've doubled my account in about 3 months, which isn't bad. Hey, Shiba, go to 1. All right, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back in a minute.
Okay, so you've thought about investing in real estate, houses, apartment buildings, properties, but don't really know where to start? Well, what if you could very easily learn how to gain strategies to use other people's money to buy and sell houses in the Philadelphia area? If you could learn and network with successful area real estate investors and how to produce monthly income on rental properties without headaches, that place is Investor Schooling. With Investor Schooling, you'll learn from two Philadelphia area rockstar real estate investors, Phil Falcone and Larry Steinhaus, about how to buy and sell properties the easy way and teach you basic and advanced techniques to help you make money in real estate. You can attend Investor Schooling in person or online visual classes 8 times a month. You can and will learn how to make money in real estate. Call for free information and get a complimentary pass to one of these classes. But don't delay, as these complimentary passes are limited. Call the number on your screen now or visit investorschooling.com. investorschooling.com.
All right, welcome back to Money Chat Now. I am your host, Larry Steinhaus. And hey, come on, share it. Did you hit the share button? Share this gold with your friends, man. Come on. Hit the like button. Let me know you enjoy the show. And of course, you can also leave comments and I'll try to respond to them live as I've done before. So far, we've been discussing the fact that the market's up about 65 points, the S&P up about 21.5, and the NASDAQ 136. Tesla hit 1,000 today and went to $1 trillion. We talked about the fact that PayPal is not buying Pinterest. We talked about the nutcases delaying the mandates, or hopefully delaying the mandate, and hyperinflation. And guess what we're going to be discussing right now? Something you've all been waiting for, Facebook earnings. So before I talk about Facebook's earnings, let's discuss some of the challenges that Facebook has had to face in the past 3 months. First of all, the first one, the big problem was Apple and their update that gave users of iPhones more privacy and cut off crucial information about the habits of users that Facebook was basically trying to target. And that was a big problem for them. And basically what happened, it would make the ads that run on Facebook less effective, and the fear was less advertisers would use the platform to advertise. Another problem was the attacks by the Wall Street Journal in the Facebook Files reports. These attacks by the so-called whistleblowers, the disgruntled employees basically, talked about how their business practices that were questionable, such as targeting children as new users and ignoring some users' abusive posts. Facebook also hit a snag when Snap reported bad earnings last week, which brought Snap down 20 points as well as Facebook down 20 points. I personally thought Facebook would have rallied back on Friday, but it didn't. But here it is. Let's talk a little bit about what happens with Facebook today. So right now, Facebook, actually their earnings was a slight beat, 3.22 per share versus 3.19. The revenue was slightly low, 21.01 billion versus 29.57 billion. By the way, that's in a quarter. That's pretty impressive, right? Their daily active users, and this is where daily active users is very important. So they were projected to have 1.3 billion daily active users, and they hit the number dead on at 1.3 billion. And here's what happened with Snap last week was the daily users went down. Also, monthly active users, 2.9 billion versus 2.3 billion expected, so it's slightly low. So still not a problem. It's nothing that they need to worry about. It just happens to be, pretty much in line. So right now, let's talk a little bit about Facebook stock. Let's see where it is at the moment. So Facebook it's up about 4 points after this earnings announcement. It's not bad. It also went up about 4 points today, and I got out. I was a little nervous. I was afraid. I took a small profit on my Facebook today just because I was afraid. But hey, let's see what happens tomorrow, because I actually think that this is a good play now that earnings is over. So if you think it's a good play, you might want to even get into it. Let's talk a little bit about crypto and Mastercard. So according to CNBC, Mastercard is preparing to announce that any of the thousands of banks and millions of merchants on its payments network can soon integrate crypto into their products. Bum, bum, bum. This is going to be big, man. I'm telling you right now. You've seen bonus reward cards like the Air Miles or Cashback. Now you're going to start to see them earn crypto rewards as you use your cards. This will include Bitcoin wallets, credit, and debit cards that will earn rewards in crypto and enable digital assets to be spent. Also give loyalty programs where, like airline and hotel points, can be converted into Bitcoin. Wow, I'm telling you, this is some crazy stuff. Basically, so we want to offer all our partners the ability to more easily add crypto services to whatever it is they're doing, said Sherry Heyman, MasterCard's Executive Vice President of Digital Partnerships. She said, basically, our partners, be they banks, fintechs, or merchants, can offer their customers their ability to buy, sell, and hold cryptocurrency through an integration with what's called the Bakkt, B-A-K-T-T platform. Now check this out. Bakkt is a crypto firm recently spun off by a company called International Exchange, which was behind the scenes provider of custodial services for those who signed up. On this news, Bakkt stock, you got to check this out, B-A-K-K-T stock, I'm sorry, with the symbol BKKT, I'm sorry, jumped 165% today to as high as 28. And Mastercard rose slightly at about 3 points. Look, I'm going to tell you, this is going to cause Bitcoin and other cryptos to rise. And I'm telling you right now, 70,000 is going to happen real soon on Bitcoin. It's a no-brainer to me. Definitely a no-brainer to me. Let's talk a little bit about Amazon. So here we go. Feed the rich, starve the poor. Amazon continues to reign as it did in COVID government overreach times. During COVID government overreach, everyone was buying from an Amazon because apparently COVID only gets you if you shop in small stores, so they had to close them all. Now Amazon says that they will have no issues with supply because they own their own shipping and transport companies. Well, sort of. In a blog post, Amazon said a combination of planes, trucks, ships, and delivery vans, along with staffed-up warehouses, has put it in a good position to get customers what they want, when they want it, wherever they want it this holiday season. Oh, Amazon, you're saving Christmas. That's so exciting. So if you want to shop, remember that Amazon is the only place that will actually have you what you need. Make sure you continue to destroy small businesses so the government can more easily control you and your purchases. You know, like the content you're allowed to post on the internet. If less companies control the data that you can post, it's easier for the government to suggest, mandate what's allowed to be seen. It's the same with retail companies. Soon Amazon will be one of the few companies allowed to run retail business. And guess what? That will mean you will be able to buy whatever they allow you to buy. Yeah, I can't say this enough. Let's go, Brandon. We'll see you in a minute.
Investor schooling needs a new slogan.
Investor schooling? Never heard of.
Investor schooling?
Never heard of them.
Investor schooling? Never heard of them.
Any suggestions? Phil?
Investor schooling. We never heard of you either.
Investor schooling. We never heard of you either.
Investor schooling? Those guys are everywhere.
Investor schooling? Those guys are everywhere.
Investor schooling?
Those guys are everywhere.
Investor schooling.
Update, nice day, not bad, went up a little bit. Tesla, we also talked about the fact that Tesla spiked today up to about 1,000, hit about 1,000 today when Hertz bought 100,000 vehicles to put into their fleet. That's pretty awesome. We talked about the fact that I predicted that PayPal would not buy Pinterest, and it's exactly what happened. We talked about delaying the 100 employee mandate to be vaccinated. We talked about hyperinflation and how that's going to affect the world. Hey, one more time, we talked about Facebook earnings, and Facebook is up. Actually 6.5 points right now, 7.5 points right now. It might actually rock. This might be pretty good. I'm going to feel bad that I sold it, but you know what? I'm glad I did because I got a little nervous. Plus, we also talked about the fact that Mastercard is going to have crypto bonuses and how Amazon has no supply problems. By the way, did you hit that share button yet? Come on, share this, man. Hit the like button. Let me know you enjoy the show. And if you want to leave a comment that says you've been watching, please let me know you've been watching and that the fact that you liked it. And of course, all right, so we're pretty much there. It's pretty much the end of the show. We don't have a lot of time, so I want you to keep watching this show for great market tips and insights. Let me know if you made any money from the tips discussed. You know, I got a phone call over this weekend. Somebody said, hey, where was your show on Friday? I can't find it. And we didn't do the show on Friday because we had a big event at Investor Schooling, so I couldn't do it. But that was pretty impressive that somebody actually called me to say, hey, where is the show? So once again, I want to thank you for watching Money Chat Now. And again, did you hit the share button? Do it. Hit the share button. All right. Also, like the Money Chat Now page on Facebook. And as you know, from time to time, I own some of the assets and options discussed on this show. The opinions discussed on this show is solely mine, and no one has asked me to discuss them. And I want to thank you one more time. And real quick, I want to thank Michael Falcone, who said it was a good show. All right, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for watching Money Chat Now. We'll see you tomorrow at 4:03. Take care.